Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, episode 13. Something more important than life. Last episode, Zenitsu. Oh my gosh. He fell asleep. And then his other personality, I guess, like he just woke up and did a thunder, something, slash, and then, so awesome. He killed that demon. The boar. The boar killed the other demon, but then he was just stepping on this little girl, and I'm like, yo, like, no. He's way too crazy. And then you have Tanjiro about to face the Tsuzumi demon. And then he's so like feeling so much pain with his broken rib and all that. But then his water technique, there are like 10 different water techniques. Water can take all kinds of forms, to compensate for any weakness that you have. So he's like, okay, now he's gonna face this demon, and then like, how is he gonna use his technique to defeat him? Because he's gonna defeat him, that's for sure. And then what the demon is trying to do is eat these marechi people that are supposed to be people with rare blood, and those rare blood, if you eat one of them, it's like between 50 and 100 humans, I guess. And he's doing all this to become strong so that he can get back to being one of the 12 of what's his name, Kibusuji. Yeah, so he can be part of the Kibusuji 12. The 12, his inner circle, I guess. So yeah, that's what happened. And then they found those little kids, their big brother. They found him. He had a Tsuzumi on him, and he's gonna be using that with his sister. They're gonna be using it to try to escape if they hear any kind of noise or any demon or something coming after them. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. And before we get into this reaction, if you want to see the full length of what you're about to see, you can check it out on my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And you can also have early access to Demon Slayer there as well. Right now I'm about to watch for episode 13, right? So by the time you watch this on YouTube, episode 14 is going to be already uploaded there. So yeah, if you're interested in watching that and checking it out, you can do so, like I said, on my Patreon. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's check out this episode, and here we go. After this episode ended, like, I was sitting here, like, quietly just seething. Like, I was so angry with that boar. Like, yo. Like, I wanted to reach into that, like, my screen and punch him, like, so hard. And then I'm here, like, getting angry and angry and angry. And then I see, in the after credit, but in the ending song, you see the board, you see Zenitsu, and you see Tanjiro and Nezuko. It seems like they're all friendly. So I'm like, okay, maybe just calm down, like, things are gonna change. But yo, I'm telling you, that board, as he was telling Zenitsu to like get out of his way, and he's trying to kill Nezuko, he's like, but there's demon there, so I gotta kill it. And when he said that, I'm like, I try to see it from his point of view. Like, that's their job. They're demon slayers. So if he sees a demon, if he smells a demon, like, he's gonna want to kill it. But then on the other side of it, you see Zenitsu protecting. Like, I so much appreciated, like, Zenitsu this episode. I said before, that he's whining, like, he gets on my nerves. But this episode and last episode, just, I have so much more appreciation and love for him. Like, he made me want to cry. Like, whoever the actor is that's voicing him, So we know that Tanjiro has a sense of smell, and clearly Zenitsu has a hearing thing that he's good at hearing stuff. So from the very first, he knew that Tanjiro was carrying a demon around, but because of his ability, his sound ability, he can tell that Tanjiro is a very kind-hearted person. So he's like, there must be a reason why he's protecting this demon. And because Tanjiro said to that little boy, like, to protect that box, that is the most important thing in his life for him. So when they came tumbling out of the house, the mansion, and then he sees that the boar was about to attack, like he protected her, the box, like. The fact that he didn't know Tanjiro, like they just met a few episodes ago, like they just met, but he knew him enough to know that that box was more important than his life. So like the way that he protected that box, and then to have that boar just keep on beating him up and beating him up and beating him up, and it seemed like he's about to use his sword and actually like kill him and Nezuko in the box. That's what made me angry. I feel like if I didn't see all the previous stuff from him stepping on that little girl, him about to attack Tanjiro when they were in the mansion before and they were facing the Tsuzumi demon there. If I hadn't seen his personality there, and I just thought that this was like a regular demon slayer that's trying to kill a demon, I would be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I probably wouldn't be that angry. But like, seeing all the things that he did to a poor innocent girl stepping on him, and then see this, it's like my fury, I don't want to say hatred, but like my feelings toward him was like, yo, like I just want to hit it and I want to punch him in the face, in the throat. It'll probably hurt, but like I don't care. Yeah, I hated him this episode, man. Like I hated him. And then they mentioned the fact that he was the 5th Demon Slayer that went through the what's it called? The final selection. Because in that episode, when they were meeting those two girls and they had to choose their aura and all that, it was only 4 of them there. And then they showed this scene with this guy, I'm assuming who's the leader of the Demon Slayers, and he's like, there's like 5 additional children, 5, I don't know, that joined his whatever. He mentioned 5, but then I only saw 4 when they were having that meeting. So I'm like, where's the 5th one? Was it a mistake in translation or all that? But no, it wasn't. Like, he was the 5th one. And I don't like him. Like, I really don't. I don't know what's gonna make me like him. Like, I can't see it. Although I see, like, that ending music video. Like, that ending, I can see all of them getting along there. But, like, right now, I cannot see it. And I don't like him. Like, go away. And then this Tsuzumi and Kyugai. They showed this backstory about him having written something, and then these people that were like diminishing his work, saying it was worthless and all, and stepping on it and all that. And then from there, his eyes turned red, and then he killed those person. So I'm like, was he already a demon there when that happened? And then the way he remembered his life perfectly, I'm like, well, I shouldn't be surprised. But if you remember the demon that had a lot of, during the final selection, that big demon that killed Urokodaki's children. Makumo. And Sabito. The one that killed Sabito, was it the one that I'm trying to talk about? No, I was wrong. No, he's not the one that I'm talking about. There was one. No, it is him. Isn't it him that after Tanjiro defeated, they showed this little boy that was that was looking up to his big brother and wanting his big brother to like hold his hand or something? I don't know. I feel like the demons, it's only after like they're about to die that they remember like their previous life, or that the show actually shows us their previous life, how they were, and how that translates to them being a demon. Like there's a part of how they were when they got turned, I guess, that translates into them being a demon, that translates into that being a part of them, their character, when they turn into a demon. Because this one, the one that I talked about that killed Sabito, and had a lot of hands. Like he just wanted his big brother like to hold his hand, and then he had this bunch of hands all around him and like around his neck and everywhere. And in this particular one, the Tsuzumi demon, he played Tsuzumi. He was a writer, and then he played the Tsuzumi like really well. And those people like they belittle like everything that he did. And now that he turned into a demon, those Tsuzumi are like a part of him now, like everywhere. So I was like, so do they remember like everything about their previous life when they turn into a demon? Probably, right? Well, for some reason I thought maybe they didn't and they only remember when they're about to die. No, like we have Nezuko right now, who's a demon, but still remembers like her brother and everything. So I don't know. And then after Tanjiro defeated the demon kill guy with the 9th form, which was, what was it called again? Splashing water, something turbulent. So cool. After he defeated him, and then he's like, okay, I need to get his blood, because he used to be part of the, it says he's the lower moon 6. When you're the lower moon 6, are you still part of, he's not part of the 12, right? Because that's what he's trying to get back into. But maybe because he was still part of the 12, that's why Tanjiro decides to take the blood. Like he just threw the needle, and then the needle was just sucking the blood by itself. I'm like, yo, that's kind of cool. And it turned out that Yushiro is the one that created it. And then after he did that, this cat just appeared with the writings of Yushiro on him. So I'm like, so Yushiro must have sent the cat. He gave the blood to the cat, and then the cat disappeared. And they're like, when he says meow, he appears, and then when he says meow, he disappears. I'm like, yo, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's all that happened this episode. I'm like, I want to see Tanjiro beat that boy up. But then again, Tanjiro is a kind person. But then again, that boy was attacking Zenitsu and was about to kill his sister. So I'm like, yo, boy, kick him. Beat him up, man. Beat him up. I'll give you permission. Like you can hear me. I love this episode. I hated that boy, and so much. I loved Zenitsu this episode, man. Love them so much. Love them. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you on Sunday for my reaction to Demon Slayer episode 14. And if you want to see that reaction right now, you can just over checking out my Patreon, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye. どうしたって消せない夢も止まれない今も誰かのために